Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my first video of 2019. I took a bit of a break over the holidays just to spend time with friends and family, and then I ended up getting sick afterwards, so I just haven't been really doing makeup. I just haven't been filming, so this is my first video. I'm very excited to be back. I'm very motivated. I'm looking forward to making new videos for this year, and I'm feeling inspired, so it's super exciting. So today I'm just gonna walk you through my favorite products of 2018. These aren't all products that I discovered in 2018, but definitely my most loved and most used products. So if you want to see all the things I loved through 2018, then just keep watching. Alright, so let's start with primer because that's the first step of my makeup usually. I have two primers to share with you. So the first one I have here is the NYX Angel Veil Primer. I really like this primer because I just feel like it's not too pore filling, it's not too silicone-y, it's not over moisturizing, it's just like a really good balance of everything. I find it just creates a nice smooth surface for my makeup to go on top of. It's not anything like revolutionary. I don't think it's gonna like change your life, but for me, what I'm looking for in a primer is just like to make my skin look normal as possible. So not super dry, not super oily, and I feel like this did the job. I pretty much use this every single day. It's definitely my go-to primer. I really loved it last year. And the other primer that I really loved in 2018 was from Kiss New York, and this is the Pro Touch Gold Primer. This came into my life a little bit later in 2018. That's why it's not all used up, but I've been using this ever since I got it pretty much every day. I usually alternate between the two, and I don't know what it is about this primer. I don't find it necessarily makes my skin super glowy, but it fills my pores really nicely, and it's like the smoothest primer I've ever tried. It just like glides on. It doesn't even feel like you have anything on your fingers. It's really weird, but my makeup just sits on top of it really nicely. And for me, that's pretty much all I'm looking for in a primer. So this has been definitely a go-to, and I really like the size of the bottle too. I feel like you get a lot of primer in it. So yeah, these two primers definitely were my favorites last year, and I don't see them going anywhere this year. I'm not a huge primer person, so when I find some I like, I just kind of stick to it, and these are my two. All right, so next let's get into foundation. I have two foundations from 2018 that I think took the cake, definitely. So my first one here is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, and mine is in the color 201 Classic Ivory. This foundation has been around for a while now, but I really like it for mixing in with my other foundations. So if I have a foundation that I think is a little bit too matte, I'll mix a bit of this in. If it's not exactly my right shade, I'll mix a bit of this in. If my skin is feeling a little bit dry, then I'll mix a little bit of this in, and it's perfect for that. I don't usually use it on its own. I usually just mix it in, but it just gives it that little bit of extra hydration and glow that I really like on my skin because I do set my face with powder everywhere. I like my foundation to be a little bit more on the dewy side. So this has been a go-to for me. I love this. I'm running low actually, and I'm definitely going to repurchase it. And then my other favorite foundation is from CoverGirl, and this is the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made, and mine is in the color L20. And although I was just talking about how I like glowy foundations, the coverage from this is unreal. It's what I'm wearing on my skin today. I actually have both of them mixed together, which is usually my go-to combination, but I just don't have coverage from any other foundation I've ever used like this one. This just is amazing. It is mattifying, but if you do your proper skincare routine, moisturize well, it's not too matte. Not for my skin anyways. I'm like kind of normal to combination, but this is a good shade. It's a little bit light, but I find that that's okay because I go in with bronzer and like warm up my skin usually. I love the coverage from this, and then I like the glow from this, and together this is just the most perfect combination. I love it so much. I'll definitely repurchase both of these this year. Yeah, this is a really good foundation. If you haven't tried it and you're not opposed or against matte foundation, I recommend giving it a try. All right, and my next category is concealers. So I have two concealers to show you. One I feel like is extremely obvious. It's the Tarte Shape Tape. Mine is in the color Fair. Everyone has tried this concealer out before. I feel like recently people either love it or absolutely hate it. I've just never tried a concealer that has this much coverage, and for me this is so important. So under the eyes, I just love it under the eyes. I don't find it creasy or cakey or too drying. And then I like to put a dot on my chin and a dot on my forehead as well to like highlight my face. I just don't have a concealer like this. I don't know, for me this will never die. I really like it. I also don't try out high-end concealers very often, so for me this is one that I've tried, I love, and I've continued to purchase. The other concealer I really liked this year was the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and I am pretty much almost out of this. Unfortunately, I can't find a shade light enough for my skin to use it under my eyes and to highlight. This is a little bit too dark for that, but I really like it for my cheeks where I have redness, and then my chin for where I have acne scarring. This concealer is very easy to blend, and that's why I really like it. I put it on and like a couple bounces of my beauty blender and it's like completely soaked in. And I like that it's very hydrating as well. So I will definitely purchase this again. I just wish that I could find a shade that's light enough for me. Mine is in the color Ivory and it's still too dark for under my eyes. I don't know if there's a lighter shade in this. If you know, let me know down below because I would like to try it. But yeah, this is a really good affordable concealer. I like it a lot and it's lasted me a really long time as well. So that's awesome. All right, so my next category is powder and I actually don't have a physical powder with me that I want to talk about, but it's the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Setting Powder. I went through, I think, 3 of these in 2018. It's my absolute favorite powder because it feels so smooth on your skin. I'm not wearing it today, unfortunately, because I don't have it. I ran out. I have to repurchase it. You get so much of it. It lasts a really long time. I mean, like I said, I only went through 3 of them last year, which I feel like isn't that bad considering I powder my face pretty much every single day. It just melts into the skin. It doesn't sit weird on top. It doesn't make me look extra cakey. It mattifies in the right places. I like how affordable it is. I think it's $8 Canadian for like a lot of product. And so for me, it's just my go-to. It'd be nice to see a drugstore powder release that's similar to it so I can test it out. But right now I think that's like the best of the best from the drugstore and I absolutely love it. So my next category is brows and I have 2 brow products to show you. So the first one is the Anastasia Dip Brow and mine's in medium brown. This is what I'm currently wearing on my eyebrows today and it's what I use for when I do heavier makeup looks like this. So anytime I'm doing like the full top to bottom, like full glam look, I will use this. I find that this sculpts out my brows the easiest and the fastest to work with for me. Scoop a little bit of product on my brush, put it in my brows, and I blend it, and it covers pretty much the entire thing. It's really easy to get a fine point at the end of my brow, which is important for me. I like the point. Yeah, it's just super easy to work with. I really like it. So I think I will always use this. I've purchased it twice now, so I really do love it, and I used it a lot last year. And then my next favorite brow product of 2018 came into my life like recently, so I mean, it wasn't for the whole year, but it's definitely a top favorite. And this is from MAC, and this is the Shape and Shade Brow Tint in Taupe. And I wanted this because of Raw Beauty Christie. She swears by it, and so therefore I had to try it out. And my friend actually gifted it to me for Christmas, so thanks, Liz. But it's just the perfect pen on one side, and it gives you like, I don't know if I can show you, but it gives you like instant, just like brow strokes. It's so easy to draw them on. So I can create actual brow hairs and get that more natural look. So this is my go-to for days when I'm doing a natural look. So like weekends, just like quick, easy in the morning. I will reach for this. It's a good color, a little bit light, but I don't mind that on lighter days because my skin usually doesn't look like this. So it's okay. These 2 are my favorite brow products. I don't see myself trying anything else anytime soon. I really love them. I'm on a bit of a time crunch and I just realized I'm running out of time because I have to go to work. So I'm sorry if I speed through these, but I will get to everything. So next I'm going to talk about bronzer, and this is definitely by far my favorite from last year. I bought a few newer bronzers towards the end of the year, but I didn't feel like I got enough use out of them to talk about them, and this is one that I went to like all the time. So this is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder in Lighter Skin. Oh no, it's in 01 Natural. It's a color that I can't really describe. It's basically like a natural like suntan or almost sunburn. It's like that reddy orangey kind of bronzer. It's not cool toned, and I'm wearing it today and I really like it. I just find it's a very natural looking bronzer and it blends out like a dream. Like you don't even have to blend it, I feel like. I just put it on, it just looks like I spent time blending it in. I don't know. It's like amazing. And it was only a few dollars. You get a ton of product in here. I've had this for a few years now, but I recently just like rediscovered it last year and I like hit pan, but like look how much product I still have left. It's unreal. This is amazing. It smells like coconuts, so it's really good. And yeah, if you haven't tried this out, I recommend it. It's a really good drugstore bronzer. For contour last year, I definitely reached for this kit the most, and this is the Anastasia Contour Kit in light to medium. This isn't a new product by any means, but I picked it up when they were having a sale at Sephora, and I use it pretty much every single day. It's got 3 contour colors and 3 highlight colors. I don't really use these as much. I basically just use them to blend out these colors up here. But it's what I'm wearing today, and it's definitely my go-to contour. Even though these get pretty dark and this one's pretty orange, I kind of just like mix them all together. I find it works for me. I like having a palette that I can get all use out of. With contour palettes, I find sometimes they're just really unnecessary because they have like really light to really dark. And a lot of the times I end up not getting use out of a couple of the colors, but this is the first contour palette I've gotten that I use everything and I absolutely love it. So this is amazing. And you can like pop these out and refill them, which is really nice. So definitely my go-to contour kit. I don't think everyone needs a contour kit, but if you're gonna get one, I really like these. They come in 3 different shade ranges, and then they also come in cream as well, which is super cool. So I really like this. Next, I'm gonna talk about blush. This shouldn't come to a surprise because I won't shut up about this blush, but this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Mood Exposure. I'm not wearing it today, which is super annoying. Oops. But I wear it like literally every single day. It's just such a radiant, beautiful, glowy blush, and for my fair skin, it works really well. It's also really buildable. You can put on a little bit and gives you like a very natural looking look to your skin. It's just so glowy. It always looks good. If I'm doing makeup that it's important, it's for an event, like I just want it to look good, I will use this because it's perfect. It was expensive. It was investment for me, but I've never looked back since. It's my all-time favorite blush, and I really want to try more Hourglass products. I just can't afford them right now. But I really want to try their bronzer because I just love that everything is very radiant, glowy. I love that in a blush, and I just love blush in 2018. I feel like it might be one of my favorite makeup products. So next, I'm going to talk about highlighter. I have one here to show you that I think stands out the most for me, and this is from Milani. This is the Milani Strobe Light Instant Glow Powder in 01 Afterglow. I used the shit out of this highlighter. It is absolutely amazing. It literally feels like so smooth and creamy. And it's just so reflective, and it's perfect for my fair skin. I struggle with highlighters a little bit. They tend to pull dark. So this is like the first one that I found with this kind of formula from the drugstore that worked with my skin tone. It's just amazing. I haven't tried any of the other colors. I don't even know if they have other colors. I'm sure they do. But I'd like to try them because this formula is unreal. And for the price, you can't really beat it. So this is like as good or better than my Becca highlighters that are like $46 a piece. So I love this highlighter. If you haven't tried it, I recommend it. It's amazing, especially if you're fair skinned. This is the one, like this is it for me. All right, let's move into eyes next. I have 2 eyeshadow palettes that did it for me this year. My first being the BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette. This eyeshadow palette was definitely my favorite of 2018. These colors and the layout is just so fun to me. You can do neutral looks, you can do fun purple looks, pops of blue. It's what I'm wearing on my eyes today, and I love the look I created. There's green, there's coppers, there's pinks, like there's everything in this palette, and I absolutely love it. I feel like it didn't get as much love as it deserved. A lot of people didn't like how like the colors didn't correspond with the zodiac signs, and I don't really care. For me personally, I'm not a zodiac person. I just really like the palette and the layout and the colors, so I bought it, and yeah, it's amazing. I love BH Cosmetics. They're such, I feel like, not an underrated brand, but like they're just not talked about enough, I feel like. They're so affordable and their products are so amazing. These blend like a dream. They're so pigmented. The metallics are so foiled. I love this. This is the one for me. I really like this palette a lot. And my other eyeshadow palette of 2018 that really stood out was the Anastasia Soft Glam. This one is more, to be honest, boring. It's a very like neutral everyday palette, but that's why I like it. I didn't really have anything like this before. I usually buy palettes with pops of color and blah, blah, blah. But this one is just all like warm tones, and I love that. And then it's got some like burgundy, reddy, rose gold. It's a perfect palette. This is one that I don't do a lot of traveling, but if I did, I would bring it. It's just very easy. Every time I want my makeup to look perfect, like for an event or something, I go to this one because I just know it'll work for me. And I know that my shadows will blend out effortlessly every single time. So those are definitely my 2 favorite eyeshadow palettes from last year. Next, I'm going to talk about other miscellaneous eye products. So my first one is an eyeliner. And guys, I used to be a hardcore Kat Von D ink liner and Trooper stan. That was my everything. This has replaced that, which is very exciting for me. This is from Kiss New York, and it is the long tip ink liner, and it's just in black. This makes wing liner so easy, and I'm someone who pretty much used to do a wing every single day, so I've kind of perfected it for my eye shape. The pen on this is just unreal, and it's so black and pigmented, and it just works so easily. I was blown away by this. I will always repurchase this, I think. And I used to buy the Kat Von D one a lot, and it's kind of expensive compared to this one. It's like $22, and this is from the drugstore. So if you haven't tried a black liner from the drugstore that you like, because before this, I hated all of them, and I tried a lot of them, and I really hated them. This is my first drugstore liner that I can say is like high quality, really good, and works well. I didn't have a mascara of 2018 that stood out for me, so I didn't want to put one in this video. I thought about it, but I kind of used whatever. I bought whatever. Like the L'Oreal Lash Paradise was fine. I used the Benefit Roller Lash, which I like, but there wasn't any like standout product for me, so I'm gonna skip mascara. But something that really changed my makeup game this year was the MAC Painterly Pro Longwear Paint Pot. This is my first MAC paint pot, and it's amazing. I love it. It makes your eyeshadows just pop, and it really gives you that base that covers like all the veins and discoloration in your eyelids. I would recommend trying a MAC paint pot if you haven't yet. You can use concealer, I do that too, but I like having a separate product just for my base. This has definitely changed the way I do my eye makeup, I think. It just makes everything look so pigmented, and it dries down really nicely too, so it doesn't make my eyeshadow like cling in weird places, which is nice. My only complaint is that this is like a tad too dark for me, so you can kind of see it a little bit if I don't blend it out properly on the edges. But besides that, it's great. I love it. Alright guys, we've made it to the last category, which is lips. I've got a couple different lip products here to show you. So my two lipsticks would be these guys here. The first one is a liquid lipstick. This is from Stila, and it's the Stay All Day liquid lipstick in the color Caramello. I have never found a liquid lipstick or a lipstick color that I've loved so much as this. I stayed away from liquid lipsticks around the summertime just because, like, ew, I don't want my lips being dry and crusty when I'm already hot and sweaty and gross. It just wasn't a thing for me. But in the fall and winter, when I started picking them up again, this was my go-to every single day. Oh my gosh, it is the perfect like pinky nude for my lip color. I cannot. And it looks good with my skin tone. I love this. I love the scent of it. I love the formula. I love the color. And something about it makes my lips, like it fills all the cracks in my lips so they look like plump and big and ugh. But when I'm not using a liquid lipstick and I want a lipstick, I go for this one, and I'm actually almost like completely out of this because I've used it pretty much every single day. It's what I'm wearing on my lips right now, and this is the Maybelline Matte Lipstick in Beige Babe. And I love the formula of this so much. I have it in a couple colors as well, but this is definitely my favorite because it's matte and it fills my lips, but like I can still do that. And for me, that's very important. So I like it because it stays on longer than just a regular lipstick, but it's not drying and it doesn't give me crusty, dry ass lips. So I love this so much. I will definitely be repurchasing it because the color is just the perfect nude for me. I know this was really popular for a while and for good reason because it's a really, really nice lipstick. And my last lip products to show you are from Fenty Beauty. I feel like I've seen these in everyone's favorite products of 2018, but these are the Gloss Bombs. So this is in Fenty Glow, and I also have the one in Diamond Milk. And these glosses are just the most universal, beautiful looking glosses on every skin tone. They look so good. They look good by themselves. They look good on top of lipsticks. They make your lips look so juicy and like plump, and oh, I love them. They smell delicious. I actually have the new one in Fussy. I haven't tried it yet. It's still in the box, so I'll be trying that soon. But I just adore these. They're like, I always have one in my purse with me because they're just so amazing. I love them. They make me feel sexy. Ew, I hate it, but I love it. Yeah, I love these so much. I hope she just continues to come out with more and more because I feel like everyone loves them. These are amazing, amazing lip products. And if you're wondering why I'm not including a setting spray in my makeup categories, is because I kind of just use whatever. Like, I like the Milani Make It Last. I like the NYX mattifying setting spray, but I don't have any that have like stood out to me that I've noticed like a complete difference or that I want to talk about. Same as the mascara, so that's why I'm not including it. But yeah, those are all of the products I loved in 2018. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Let me know down below what were your favorite things. What are you looking forward to? Is there anything you want to try out? Just talk to me down below. I like reading your comments. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe down below to see more of my videos. And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well. The links are down below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!